Hey everyone, Jason here with Blind Man's Pup. We're back at PCA 2024 at Drew Estate, and I'm here with Rob Dietrich from Blackened. And I'd like to talk about your product, man. Tell me about yourself.
Oh man, well, there's, I love making whiskey. I
love drinking whiskey.
That's why I started making whiskey, because I love drinking whiskey. I want to learn how to make it, not just drink it, but just really understand the nuances of how to really dig into a good whiskey. And I started making single malt whiskey, I think, in 2006. I was a master distiller in Colorado for 12 years. And then I had the very great fortune to be able to make whiskey with Metallica for Blackened American whiskey.
Lovely. So I saw, to kind of get things started, I saw a couple different bottles up there. So tell me about the difference between the bottles that people might see on the shelf.
Yeah, so what we're pouring here today at PCA, we've got our Blackened Original, which is a blend of bourbon and rye that is cask finished in brandy casks. And we've also got our cask strength, which is exactly what it is, pulled directly from the barrel. That's usually around 100, could be anywhere from 110 proof to all the way up to 123 proof. Nice. We're pouring some 123 up there today. And then we also did some collaborations with some other distillers. I did one with Willett, so Blackened X Willett, and we also had our Blackened X Wes Henderson, which we are pouring today. Wes Henderson is the founder for Angel's Envy, one of the founders. And I was able to have the great fortune to be able to create a little collaboration with him. We're pouring that up there today. That's a 6-year Kentucky bourbon, cask finished in white port. So, what goes better with whiskey than cigars, right?
Absolutely. Well, and you mentioned the word collaboration. So I'm sure everybody out there wants to know, working with a guy like James Hetfield and Metallica, how is that, man? Is that quite an experience?
I mean, he's such a down-to-earth, humble human being. We've become very close. He's such a great guy. Obviously very talented on a number of levels. We really just hit it off over our mutual love of cigars, vintage motorcycles, vintage cars, metal, of course.
That's right.
I think, it was during COVID, 2020, I was spending a lot of time up in his backyard smoking cigars. We were social distancing and having a good time and really just, talking about life and family and our connection to our brothers and I said, I got a good buddy, Jonathan Drew, who makes cigars down in Nicaragua. What do you think about making a cigar? And he said, absolutely, and he was all about it. So we started working with JD and Willie and just tasting different cigars, keeping a journal, what we liked, what we didn't like, and so we really narrowed it down originally to the M81, that triple Maduro, that heavy hitter, and then just so pleased to have the debut of our S84 Shade to Black.
Beautiful. Well, and as a guy who loves a full-bodied cigar, the fact there's a little hero on that M81 just makes my heart go.
Oh yeah, yeah. It lets you know it's there.
Yeah,
the first time I smoked the M81, the finished product, it was at about 7,800 feet above sea level up in Vail, Colorado, with James and his buddies, and I was getting heady, I'm used to the altitude. I'm from Colorado. I'm used to that altitude, but that thing let you know it was there, just at that altitude. But man, it was so delicious. We were just like, and we knew that we had something there.
Yeah. Well, and I've yet to try the S84, but is there anything you can tell us about that blend at all? Are you familiar with that?
Yeah. So the S84, we wanted to go a little bit lighter, a little more entry level, something that, a breakfast cigar, so to speak, so something you can enjoy, that still had that Maduro filler and binder, but we went that lighter Connecticut shade wrapper, and that is really what I think makes it just a little bit milder, but you still get that richness of the binder and filler of that dark tobacco. So, I mean, for me, it's always about the blending and the balancing. That's what I do for whiskey, is blending with the whiskey. So, it makes sense that we're blending and pairing the cigars with the whiskey.
Yeah, beautiful. Well, I know that your M81's been massively popular, massively successful. I hope that the S84 is the same.
Oh,
it's a high quality product here with a great whiskey.
No, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Oh, absolutely. Everybody out there, you want to try this whiskey, you want to try these cigars, right? Blind Man's Pup here with Rob.
Yeah.
And thank you very much for your time. All right, I really appreciate it, brother.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, brother.